Well, look at there. Well, hello, Judge.
Hey, guys.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is
Afternoon.
this is the first time I've had a hearing where there's like a billion people on the screen, so bear with me. It's been interesting. I don't really feel like a judge because I'm not in a courtroom, but if everybody doesn't know, my name's Gary Cheney. Judge McKeag retired, and I'm the new judge at the 506th. Hopefully we'll get the names right on the little box here in the future. We're working on all that. Not only did we, am I changing in, but I have a brand new computer. The first hearing, we tested everything and everything was supposed to work out really well, but the microphone wasn't hooked to Zoom. So that didn't go well at first, but and then hopefully it won't happen here, but I'm in a new courthouse, which is a good thing. But the lights sometimes, if I don't move a lot, will go off. So I might go dark on you, but I'm still here. So we'll get her going. And you might see me flailing my arms to get the lights go back on. But other than that, we'll get things going here pretty soon. I know the first person that we talked about getting to was Miss Castillo. She's in the jail. Is the jail here yet? It's not. Maybe we'll jump here into something else.
I don't know.
All right, give me a minute. Hey, Wes, who am I dealing with at the jail?
I'm not sure who actually. I think it's usually one of the jail sergeants, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, that's fine.
It should be Carolyn Luchek, Your Honor.
Oh,
Okay.
There you go.
Miss Luchek?
Yes, sir.
I don't see her. Okay. Let me ask you this: Are there any attorneys that aren't on the list that need to kind of be somewhere else real quick? I'll try to get you guys in and out. If y'all need to do that. So everybody's good to stay? Okay.
Judge, this is Mark Maltzberger. I've got two clients who are on here right now that both of them, one of them I got plea papers for yesterday afternoon. I wasn't able to get signed up. The other one we have a plea worked out on. If we could address those two, we could get them.
Yeah, let's do that. I just realized my court reporter's not on yet because we're a little early, and she should be coming online any minute. But what was the name of your clients, Mr.
First one's Carrie Tingle, Judge. Mr. Armbruster and I have worked out a deal on that.
Okay.
I just need to get papers on it so I can get him signed. And
The last we talked, Mr. Tingle, you couldn't get hold of him. Have you gotten hold of him? Have you
Yes.
been able to relate us to him?
we had emailed back and forth, and he had accepted the 2-year offer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a Miss Tingle is on the hearing here.
Okay, good.
So we have her, but let me ask you this. Let me hold on for Robin. But I guess my question, I didn't see any paperwork for Miss Tingle.
Mr. Tingle.
Mr. Tingle.
Mr. Tingle, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That is
There's no
correct.
picture, and it said Carrie, so I wasn't sure.
That is correct. We're trying to get in touch with them. We can prepare the paperwork. We'd like to set something up as soon as possible. Hopefully tomorrow, the next day, we can clear this out.
Okay.
Judge,
right, well-
may I say something real quick?
Yes.
I'm Kim with the probation department,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm sure that maybe Mark and David are aware, and it may already be included in whatever deal has been worked out. But were y'all aware that he has a brand new arrest on the 29th of December in
No,
Montgomery County?
that's news to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Mr. Tingle has a new arrest on December the 29th in Montgomery County for a possession of a controlled substance charge.
Okay. Well, that might change things.
That's why I wanted to just make sure both of them were.
Well, we weren't going to be able to go forward without the paperwork today anyway. So let's do this. I guess we'll just reset it and contact Sheila my coordinator for a reset, and then y'all can check on that other matter and we can address it if we have to at that point. Okay.
All right.
All right. So
Harry, I need you to contact my office because after we talked recently and we accepted the plea, we haven't been able to get a hold of you. So if you could call my
Yes,
office.
sir. I tried calling your office the other day and I wasn't able to get a hold of anybody. I left a message though.
Okay.
And this new charge, it wasn't like
Let's not talk about that
Yeah.
right now. Okay.
don't say anything right now, Mr. Tingle. I'm gonna you have your attorney's number. Call him when you get a chance. He'll address all that with you, and I'm gonna let you drop. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Harry, give us a call.
All right.
Let me figure this stuff out, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this gentleman.
Unless it's like a murder.
Remove, I guess.
We got 2 years to figure it out. He can do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There was another one, Mr. Mossberger, you had?
Nathan Valley, and Nathan's here on the he's here on the screen anyway. His audio, he's here on the screen. Nathan, can you
Okay.
hear us?
Mr. Valley, Nathan, can you hear your attorney? Mr. Valley. Well, it's unless he's got it muted. He doesn't have a picture up, so okay. I've been informed that they're working on the paperwork as we speak. So we'll just kind of come back. We can either reset him or try to wait till we can get to it.
Judge, he hasn't signed anything yet.
Yeah, that's the other problem I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, so let's reset that. Again, just get in touch with Sheila and you should be good. Did you have anything else?
I've got a couple of other folks, Latasha Davis and Jesse Taylor. So I'll hang
Yes,
out.
sure. Jump in.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mr. Mossberger?
I've got 2 other, Latasha Davis, actually 3 others. So I'll just hang out here, Judge.
Okay, that'll
Your
work.
Honor, I've got a plea ready to prove up. He's signed, sealed, and delivered. We already got the paperwork over to the district clerk's office.
Okay, real
This
quick.
is Brian Cantrell.
Hey, Mr. Cantrell, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
Yeah, let me. I'm just. Where's Robin? She's on here.
And I'm not.
Robin, are you on here?
Yes, Judge, I couldn't sign in, so I'm kind of piggybacking with David's office, but yes, sir, I'm here.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Good.
I was also looking for my Robin Wiley.
Yeah. The court reporter. Yeah.
Yeah,
We might need her.
she's what?
Okay.
Okay, it looks like she's all right. I'll admit her again. See if she's. Okay. All right, we're good to go now. Okay, Mr. Cantrell, let's start from the scratch. What was the name of your client?
Jonathan Companion, Your Honor.
Jonathan Companion. Okay.
Compian. And it's actually just a plea of true to a motion to adjudicate.
Okay, before we start, I just wanted to, I got to put this on the record so that it's out there to the world. But obviously, this hearing is or this docket day is being broadcast, being conducted on the Zoom teleconference application due to COVID-19. We're also being broadcast live on the 506 YouTube channel. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and Robin, let's go ahead and get on the record. This is cause number 18499, State of Texas versus Jonathan Garrett. Is Compian, or is that how you say it?
Jonathan, you need to unmute, partner.
It says he's unmuted. Mr. Compian. Mr. Compian, are you there? I don't have video, but I have audio, allegedly.
And I just texted him. I used the chat. See, somebody's trying to talk and they're breaking up real bad. I would assume that would be my client because that's my luck.
Do you want to see if he wants to retry to come back in, or?
Roger that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's we'll wait on him. Tell him to get off and then come back online. That sometimes works. We had that work really good yesterday, but sometimes it doesn't.
Judge,
Worst case scenarios, we can if
Wait, I heard somebody.
Hello?
That was me, Judge. It's Mike Matlack. I'm here for Doug Atkinson and Associates. I'm actually inside the 506 courtroom.
Okay, give me just a minute. We're working on another case right now. Just hold
Yes,
on.
Judge. Happy to wait.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. Look, I'm going to try to get back on. I will not interrupt you, but I'll flag you somehow and let you know, Your Honor.
That'll work.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Cantrell.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and who's in the courtroom again?
Mr. Matlack, Judge. I'm with Doug Atkinson and Associates. I'm here on Matthew Swaim, SWAIM.
Matthew Swain. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, that's a plea. We're ready to go, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I have the original paperwork here in the courtroom that's been signed by me and the client. And then also, I was told that after the plea to get this to Sheila.
That's, yeah. I'm sorry, get it to Jen.
Get it to Jen. Will do.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how to get in touch with her, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Let me get the paperwork going.
Judge, I'm going to have Mr. Swaim sit in front of the camera for you.
That'll be good. Robin, let's go ahead and go on the record. Okay, Mr. Swain, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good deal. This is case number 18681, State of Texas versus Matthew Gene Swaim. Have you, Mr. Swaim, you have been charged with offense theft property of less than $2,500 to more. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge, it is.
Okay. And okay. And do you have any medical or mental physical reason why you would not understand these proceedings in any way?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And have you had an adequate opportunity to discuss the matters with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And counsel, has your client been able to assist in the preparation of his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you believe him to be competent to stand trial here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And as for the standpoint of both the state and the defense, so far have you both of you believe or have that the discovery y'all have complied with the discovery conditions?
Yes, Your Honor, they have.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
we have.
Good deal. All right. Well, let's go ahead and proceed. Okay, the punishment range. If you are found guilty of the above offense, you could be sentenced to the following range of punishment. State jail felony punished as a Class A misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail and up to $4,000 fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity to, has there been an offer of proof in this case?
No, there hasn't, Your Honor. The state tenders, state's exhibit number 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, great. All right, so these documents that were that you have had an opportunity to sign, I'm going to go ahead and admonish you on plea bargains. You're further admonished in any recommendation of the prosecuting attorney as to punishment is not binding upon the court. The material terms of any plea bargain agreement entered into by the state and you and contained herein. The court has inquired as to the existence of a plea bargain, and where there is such a plea bargain and the punishment assessed by the court does not exceed the agreed recommendation, you will not have the right to appeal without permission. Should the court reject the plea bargain, if any, you will be permitted to withdraw your plea of guilty or nolo contendere. You have no right to withdraw your plea after sentencing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are currently a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And we talked about the discovery issues. In the paperwork that was presented, there's a document that's entitled Discovery Compliance Statement pursuant to 39.14J, the Texas Code of Criminal Procedures. Is this your signature? Can you
Yes,
see
Your
that,
Honor.
Mr. Swain?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so you agree that the discovery has been performed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. As far as the right of appeal, you understand that as this plea bargain case, that you do not have any right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you recall signing a document called Stipulation of Evidence and Judicial Confession?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and is this your signature on that document? Can you see it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and there was no objection to the state's exhibits, is that correct? Okay, I'll admit them. Okay, so how do you plead, Mr. Slam, to the charge?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, let me find the judgment. And one other thing I forgot to ask because of the COVID, you remember signing an agreed written consent to use closed circuit video teleconferencing?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
your signature? Okay, good deal. All right. Okay, so based on your plea of guilty and the evidence presented, I do find that you are guilty. And based on the finding, I hereby sentence you to the, let's see, we got 90 days confinement, Grimes County Jail, credit for 1 day, plus court costs. And guys, y'all can, on the judgment, how are we going to do this? Because there's no fingerprint or signed signed by the defendant. How do y'all normally do that?
Well, on the judgment itself, there shouldn't be a signature block, but the defendant is at the jail right now. He can actually go do the fingerprint right now.
Okay.
And he can turn himself into the Grimes County Jail as soon as he leaves that courtroom.
He's actually inside the courtroom, and I can get his fingerprints as soon as he's done. He's going to come down here to see me.
That is correct.
Okay. And then on the district court bill of costs, again, there's no signature on that. And I assume the cost is the amount of the $320. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
When we bring the paperwork down, we will have it signed at that point in time as well.
Okay. Just for my curiosity on the other ones that are here, where they're on Zoom, is there a way y'all normally handle that as far as signatures? We're lucky to have Mr. Swaim actually present.
Okay, so.
It's saying she's in the waiting room.
Okay.
90 days.
Yeah, it's a 90 day.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and remand Mr. Swaim to custody of the sheriff of Grimes County. And I guess that's it. That concludes this proof. Anybody have anything else before we conclude?
Not on this matter, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Let's move to
If I may,
the next
real
one.
quick, Judge, if I may take the opportunity to ask Jen a question.
Ask who?
Jen, I can
Yeah,
see her on
that's
the screen. Jen, would you like me to bring Mr. Swaim with me to your office?
No, just leave him up there, and I'll come up there to you since he's been in custody now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Your
Jen.
Honor.
Appreciate it.
Your Honor, I have just been informed that the jail is in the waiting room for Zoom and they can't get logged in. I don't know how you do that, but apparently somebody has to let them in.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No
That's
problem.
Letitia, right? Is that
Who,
right?
Your Honor?
It's Natasha.
Natasha. Let me see. I got a whole bunch of people here.
And Natasha Williams.
I bet it's just Grimes County, right? I'm gonna try to admit everybody again. See if that works. There we go. We got him now. Okay. Natasha, is that you at the jail?
No, sir, it's Officer Luchek.
Luchek. Thank you, Officer Luchek. We were gonna do one quickly for you guys to help you guys out. The name was Castillo, right?
Let me grab her.
Yeah, grab her real quick. And in the meantime,
Okay, and I also have one that just came in, so he's on quarantine. Charles Ray Fletcher. Can we do him maybe last?
yeah, we'll do him later.
Hello.
That'll work.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Latasha Davis.
Yes. Hang on, Miss Davis. We were talking about someone else, but if you'll hang on, we'll get
Okay,
No, you're
okay.
fine.
I'm at work. I'm at work too, so I'm working. So oh God, Jesus, Lord Jesus, come on.
Miss
Oh
Davis.
God, Jesus. Oh my God, don't wake up, please.
Miss Davis, everything's fine.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Oh, okay, I thought it had hung up. Okay, I thought
No, we're good. Do you have an attorney?
Yes, Mark Wamberger is my attorney.
Yes, Your Honor. I represent Ms. Davis. She's set for arraignment today.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Okay, so where are we on this as far as who's the prosecutor on this? Do y'all have one?
Right here? Okay.
On Ms. Davis, I'm sorry, Judge, which case we're talking about?
We're talking about Miss Davis, and that's you, Mr. Mossberger. Did you want to waive arraignment, or what do you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll waive arraignment. She's got some cases pending in Brazos County that I was just appointed to. And if we could just waive arraignment and get it on a scheduling order for a status, we'll see if we can't get some sort of proposed resolution for Brazos County and Grimes County.
Let's do that. You have Miss Davis's phone number and everything?
We have spoken to her.
Okay. Let's do March 9th. For
Davis,
status.
how can I help you?
March 9th for status.
That's fine, Judge. We'll get in touch with her and I'll get with David and
Thank you. Have a beautiful day, my love.
figure out our options and we can get her dropped off.
In the Powerball.
An Omega Plan Power Play?
You know what? Hold on just a second, guys.
I need 5, so it'd be $30.
Okay, you want to power play them? 5 Powerball and 5 Power Play.
We're going to
Judge,
try to
if you
get
wanted
them
to
all
go-
muted here.
If you wanted to go ahead and drop her, we'll
I
get
will.
with it on March 9th.
Okay. I'm trying to also figure out a way to handle all this mute stuff. It's the first time I've had to deal with
You
this.
good?
many
30.
people. Okay.
$30.
All right.
I said, are you good?
Miss Davis is gone. Let me figure out how this mute thing works real quick. Opt to unmute. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Oh, let me just do this. Yeah. Okay. Give me a minute, guys.
Hello? I don't know. Thank you. Hello?
Miss Castillo, can you hear me?
I can hear.
Okay, good deal. That was on me. Okay, are you ready to go forward?
I am.
Okay, Robin, you ready to go? This is cause number 18761, State of Texas versus Alyssa Ann Castillo. You have been, okay, hold on. This is an offense of theft of property for greater than $2,500 and less than $30,000. Is that correct, Ms. Castillo?
Yes, sir, that is.
Those are the counts. All right. And who's your attorney?
Mark. Mark Bergen.
No.
Mr. Yates. Where is he? Okay.
He's around.
Mr.
You muted
Yates.
Mr. Yates.
Can you unmute?
There we go. Found it.
There we go. I got you, Mr. Yates. You good? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Yates, is there any medical, mental, or physical reason why you would not? I'm sorry, Ms. Castillo. Is there any medical reason or mental or physical reason why you would not understand these proceedings?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
not at all.
All right. Have you had an adequate opportunity to speak with Mr. Yates, your attorney?
I have not. Or yes, I have. He met me the other day. So,
Okay.
in person.
And Mr. Yates, has your client been able to assist you in the preparation of her defense?
He has, Your Honor.
And do you feel her to be competent to stand trial?
I do, Judge.
Okay. And from the standpoint of, do you feel that both the state and the defense, so far as you know or believe, have the discovery compliance conditions been met on each of these conditions, on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have, Judge.
All right. Let's go ahead and proceed. Ms. Castillo, you've been charged with, as we just stated, theft of property of $2,500 less than $30,000. Are you the range of punishment for the state jail felony is up to 6 months and 2 years in a jail, state jail facility, and fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes. I
Okay.
understand. Thank you.
All right. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Okay. Okay. Are there any offers from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. State Office, State's Exhibit number 1.
Any objection?
Objection.
No objections,
No,
Judge.
Mr. Yates. Okay. Okay, Ms. Castillo, I have these documents have been provided, and you waived several of your constitutional rights. Your right to trial by jury, right to confront witnesses, right against self-incrimination. Did you have an opportunity to go over that with Mr. Yates? Can he explain that to you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And and you freely and voluntarily waive those rights. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And there's a section where you confessed in writing to committing this offense, and you freely and voluntarily signed that confession. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
What is that again?
It's your confession. I'll show it to you. Just a second.
Oh, yes, sir. That is, yes, it is correct.
It's this document entitled Stipulation of Evidence and Condition and Judicial Confession. Do you remember that?
I do.
Is that your signature?
That is my signature. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Okay. Then the state's exhibit has been, okay. Yeah, state's been admitted. Any recommendations by the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 10 months in state jail facility.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the agreement, Mr. Yates?
It is, Judge.
Okay. And Ms. Castillo, do you understand the recommendation?
I do.
Is that that's your understanding what you're willing to, or you agreed to do? Okay.
Likewise.
And you understand if I accept this recommendation that you will have no right to appeal this portion of the proceeding, is that correct?
I do.
Okay. All right, well then I'll accept the recommendation based upon your plea of guilty and the evidence. I do find you guilty, okay? Based on the finding, I hereby sentence you to, what was it, 10 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
Incarceration in State Jail Division at TDJC. And you're therefore remanded to Sheriff of Grimes County. Okay?
Thank you.
Anything else, guys?
Nothing on this matter, Your Honor.
Nothing,
All right.
Your Honor.
Okay, again, I'll get the paperwork signed. And I do have similar issue with the paperwork.
Judge,
Hold on. Yes, yes.
how would that 10 months be served? Just county time?
I'm sorry.
Just county time, or would they transfer me to the state jail?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was, well, according to the paperwork, it's 10 months incarceration in the State Jail Division of TDJC.
That's correct, Judge.
TDCJ. That's
Uh-huh.
correct?
That's correct.
Does that cover you, Jen? I still have the same problem though on thumbprint. I guess she's in the jail. We can get that covered there. Okay. All right. Okay.
So would I have to be, just do 10 months in state?
Yes, ma'am. That was your agreement.
Okay, so it's not any time served on the 6 month?
Nothing in the paperwork talks about time served.
Well, Your Honor, the paperwork does state credit for any time she's already served.
Judge,
On the second
Is
page,
there?
she's been incarcerated
see-
since August
I
4th.
didn't see it in the judgment.
If you turn to the second page of judgment, right on the top, Your Honor.
Oh, I got it. Okay,
Sorry about that.
credited.
And she's been incarcerated since August 4th. She'll obviously get credit for all that time.
Yes, ma'am, then you will get credit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. What's the next one? That's this right here.
Yeah.
And fill this out. I got that out of order a little bit. Another one or is that? Okay. I'm just gonna start doing it as we go. It'd be easier for you. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Let's see. Compion, did they ever show up? Or do we know anything about that, Mr. Motzberger? Thought it was Motzberger.
That's my case, Your Honor,
Oh,
Brian
I'm sorry.
Cantrell.
She was right. She
It
was telling
goes
me.
on.
Is he on here? He's in the middle. Okay. Yeah, he's here, but he's not here. I mean, in other words, there's no video. I don't have him muted. So I don't know why he can't hear us.
All right. Your Honor, if you'll excuse me for about 2 minutes, I'm going to go get on my paralegal to get him a direct call and try to get this problem fixed.
That'll work. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe
You bet.
excuse.
I'm
Thank you, sir.
trying here on this thing.
Hey,
Okay,
Pana, you're doing great, sir.
Well, I'm not feeling it's going there smoothly, but maybe we'll get better on the.
Trust me, it's better than most I've been in.
I know you. Now I know you're telling the top then. All right. Is Mr. Wilson or Mrs. Isaiah, Mr. Wilson around?
Wilson?
Oh, he's in the jail?
Yes.
You got him ready?
Wilson?
We can do him real quick. Okay. Mr. Isaiah Wilson, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me okay, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ready to go, Robin?
I am, yes.
Okay, this is cause number 18369. State of Texas versus Isaiah D'Angelo Wilson. And we're here today on a waiver of rights and plea of true to state's motion to revoke community supervision. Is that your understanding, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Have you had an adequate opportunity? Who's your attorney?
Yates, Mr. Yates.
Mr. Yates, are you there? Okay, good deal. Have you had an Adequate, Mr. Wilson, have you had an adequate opportunity to discuss these matters with your attorney?
Yes.
Okay. And counsel, has your client been able to assist you in the preparation of his defense on this matter?
He has, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you feel he's competent to go before this hearing today?
He is, Judge.
Okay. And let me see. Okay, so okay, again, Mr. Wilson, we're here today because you've agreed to waive your rights and plead true to the state's motion to revoke community supervision. The paperwork, I'm sorry. Okay, so this was originally a state jail felony, is that correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
That's
what
correct.
was the charge?
Possession of controlled substance less than 1 gram.
Okay, and all right.
That's
and-
correct, Judge.
Okay, good deal. And is there an offer regarding this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The state moves for adjudication and we offered 10 months state jail, 10 months in state jail facility as a condition or on that revocation, Your Honor.
Okay, and is that your understanding, Mr. Wilson?
Excuse me, Your Honor, 8 months, not 10 months, 8 months.
8 months. Okay, is that your understanding, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Yates, that's your understanding as well?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, is there any objection regarding the offer?
None, Your Honor.
Okay.
No objection,
And-
Judge.
And all right, so you've had an opportunity. Do you remember seeing this document, Mr. Wilson? It's called Waiver of Rights and Plea of True to State's Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Do you remember seeing that document?
Yeah.
Okay, and is that your signature at the bottom of it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Again, as to this document, any objection, Mr. Yates?
No objections, Judge.
All right. Okay, now this is not like the first original case. You either plead true or false to this. Do you plead true to this, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. All right, and we already talked about the recommendations. We're talking about 8 months. Okay, so based upon the findings and your agreement and your attorneys not objecting, I hereby sentence you to the 8 months in state jail facility.
Yeah.
And Grimes County will reprimand you to Grimes County Sheriff to transport you there. Good luck to you, Mr. Wilson.
Do I get my?
I'm sorry?
Do I get my back time from here?
I'm sure you do. I'm getting used to the paperwork in Grimes County. I apologize for that, but time credit is for April 5th of 2017 to April 12th of 2017, and then January 7th of 2020 to January 9th of 2020. Does that sound right?
It should be around 30-something days, Judge.
34.
32, I think.
34.
It doesn't say exactly the days
Yeah,
unless I'm missing
it increased.
Okay. Is that correct?
Get 34 days.
Well, I'm trying to get to Mr. Is it Armbruster?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Armbruster, is that correct? I don't see any days on the paperwork. I just see a time periods.
Yes, it should be about,
It's correct.
it is correct, Your Honor. It should be a total of like 31 days.
All right.
Computed up and sat there and counted up numerous times.
Okay. Are you good with this, Mr. Yates, the way it's written in the judgment? With
I
the
am,
dates?
Judge. It actually increased.
I didn't
It
get that.
actually increased. The time period actually increased from the time that my client actually saw the paperwork. It increased from 24 to 31, I think.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
There's nothing in the judgment that reflects days. So it's time periods, and I'm assuming, according to Mr. Armbruster, that includes the days. Are you
It does, Your
satisfied?
Honor.
Are we all good on the way it's
We're all
written?
good, Judge.
Are
Yes,
you
Your
good,
Honor.
Mr. Yates?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, you understand?
They'll calculate it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then good luck to you, sir. And they're gonna take you to the state jail facility. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet.
Well, TDC, yeah, but I thought state jail didn't get credit for that.
Yeah, you do. You do. You get credit for any time you serve prior to departure. You do. Trust me.
Okay,
Yeah.
'cause
I did not sit around.
no,
If they're on probation and they're given time as conditional probation, well, if they're if they're going to give probation, you can give them time as conditional probation. The time they serve while waiting on probation does not count for that conditional probation. That's what.
Okay, Mr. Cantrell, let me, oh wait, we might have Mr. Compion coming on. It says it's connecting to audio. That's a good sign. And you're muted right now, Mr. Cantrell.
I think we're good to go now, sir.
Okay, it looks like it's still working. Okay, Mr. Campion, can you hear me? Jonathan Campion, can you hear me? Mr. Campion. I don't know. He just doesn't like talking to us.
We gave him two ways to get on, either directly on Zoom or the dial-in number.
Okay. Well, I mean, it came up at the bottom that it was connected. It's trying again. It says Jonathan is connecting. So let's see if, let's give it a second here. He's trying maybe the second way. Let me go. I don't know how to get back out of this thing. You. Nope. That's worse. Gallery view. Hold stop. He's still trying to connect. I'm trying to get a different view here to make that scene. Exit. There we go. Okay. Don't. Yeah, he's still trying to log on. Let's. Why is this muted? Yeah, I muted everybody. Okay. He's trying. I'll give it one more shot and then I'm going to move on. We can come to him later. Sorry about that, Mr. Control. You got to just keep hanging around.
No problem, Your Honor. I'm here all day.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, so that's the only other one, right? Yeah, is there anybody, Wes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody in the courtroom that needs to be attended to?
Yes, I have I have a Joshua Washington here. Said he had says he had court today. That's the only person I have here at the moment. I don't have anybody else.
Okay. I don't even see a Joshua Washington. She's gonna go. Sheila's gonna go check, see where what day he probably should be there. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we'll just start going down the list then.
Your Honor, there is a Mr. Sandoval who's on there. Mr. Sandoval, excuse me, I mean, Mr. Brown, would Brown go? Mr. Brittany Brown. Mr. Brown is here for an arraignment. He does not have an attorney.
Okay, let's go down to Mr. Brown.
It's Mrs. Brown.
I apologize for that. Sorry about
sorry,
that.
Mrs. Brown. I'm trying to find you on here because, but I'm not seeing you. Let me go to a different view.
On the first page, Your Honor, the fourth one down,
No. I got her on the docket. I'm
Oh, okay.
not being able to find
Gotcha,
her.
sorry.
What name are you under, Mrs. Brown? Is it certain?
It should be it should be Brittany Brown.
I see Brett too. Is that you?
Is you talking about for my email or just
Yeah,
my
or
name?
whatever appears. What have you logged in?
Okay.
Oh, there you are. I got you. Never mind. We're good. Okay. Okay. So we're here today. Let me see what we got on you, Ms. Brown. All right. Do you need an attorney, or did you want to hire an attorney?
For right now, I don't have one, but I would like to get a court appointed if I could.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And where are you employed at?
McDonald's in Conroe, Texas.
Okay. And what does that pay?
It pays $8.50.
$8.50 an hour?
Yes, sir.
Are you part-time or full-time?
I'm full-time. I just got the job not too long ago.
Okay. And you work 40-hour week, or what do you work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have any dependents? Do you have any children?
I have 3.
3. Okay. Are you receiving child support on that?
I kind of took him off because he has them. So I mean, for right now.
So you're not getting much help with the kids, is what you're telling me. Financially. Okay. Let's do this then. If you got 3 kids and you're making $8.50 an hour, we can help you out with that. I guess Mr. Cantrell, you're there. Are you looking for something to do right now, or I'll take you first if you want this one.
Judge, that's your discretion. Hang on a second. That's your discretion.
All right. Well, I'll give it to you. And Miss Brown, if you'll give Mr. Cantrell your phone number so we can call you. And I didn't know if Mr. Cantrell, you wanted to waive arraignment or how do you want to proceed? You're on mute, Mr. Cantrell.
Oh,
you're on mute.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Your Honor.
You want to
if I
waive
can,
arraignment?
Your Honor, let me give her my office number, and that way she can get a hold of Courtney, of Lexi right now and get this moving. So our office number is 936.
Hold on. I need to get a pen real quick. Sorry.
That's fine. Me and Mr. Cantrell are just snake bit today.
Okay, what is it?
936.
Yes, sir.
730.
Okay.
8549er.
All right, so that's 936-730-8549.
That's correct.
And I'm asking for
Lexi.
Okay.
All right. Did you want to waive arraignment, Mr. Cantrell, or not?
Yes, I think I did, Your Honor.
I didn't hear you. Sorry about that. Okay, we're good. So Ms. Brown, if you'll call Mr. Cantrell, as soon as you can, we'll get you set for status on March 9th.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Cantrell. Okay. I see there's a Mr. Sandoval. Mr. Sandoval, do you have an attorney?
Yes, no, sir. I want to hire one. I got a letter from one of them. I'm in Houston.
Gotcha. My understanding, the last setting you were supposed to go out and hire one. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that going to happen, or do you want? We have some good attorneys on this list. Told me some really good stories.
I had a court appointment the last time, and it didn't turn out so well.
Okay. Well, I can't just keep kicking the can down the road here. So, what have you been doing to? What if
I get one court appointed right now, and then if I do like the way he's
let's do that, because I think you'll be.
Your Honor, actually, the state's going to object to that because essentially we're just kicking a can down the road again. He's going to see if he likes his attorney, and then, well, I don't like him, then we start all over again.
Well, the reality is it depends on his financial situation. If he's indigent, and I'll listen to what he has to say about that, then I'm going to appoint him a court-appointed lawyer. And if we have an issue with lawyers in the future, we'll deal with it.
I think.
But otherwise, if we don't do that now, then it just, it's just going to be worse here. So
the state isn't opposed to him getting a court-appointed attorney. The state just doesn't like the idea of, in the event that he doesn't like him, that he can just fire him.
Oh, well, I was letting Mr. Sandoval speak, but
yes, sir.
You know what?
That's not what I'm thinking about. Okay, let's do this. let me ask you this. Are you currently employed?
No, sir.
Okay. So, when did you, last time you had a job?
What was the last time? It's been a little while, a couple of months.
Okay, let's do this. Is Joanne Linzer? She's not on the list. What about, okay. Next on my list is Mark Malzenberger. Mr. Malzenberger. I know we're waiting on your other one.
Right here, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Sandoval, do you want, Mr. Malzenberger, do you want Mr. Sandoval to give him your number or do you want to give him yours?
We can do either way, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Sandoval, why don't you give Mr. Malzenberger your phone number?
346-606-0717.
Okay. And you need to contact him as soon as you can. Did you get that, Mr. Malzenberger, or you need to repeat it?
Reading back 346-606-0717.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jorge, I will have my office call you here within 5 minutes or so. They'll set a time for us to visit. And Judge, are we set for arraignment? I was listening, but I wasn't listening.
This is a motion to adjudicate, Your Honor. It's
right.
Judge, I'll work on getting a copy of that as well, but we'll go ahead and waive formal reading of the motion to adjudicate enter a plea of not true. And
Okay.
Are you resetting for status to that March 9th docket, Judge?
You got it.
All right.
Okay.
Jorge,
That's all.
my paralegal will call you here in just a second, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Sandoval. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll go back to hanging out.
Okay. All right. I see there's a DeWitt Richardson.
Here.
Mr. Barrientos, he's got the headset on.
Okay, Mr. DeWitt, if you'll unmute, I'm sorry, Richardson, will you if you'll unmute, please? Mr. Richardson, can you hear me?
What happened to him? He's on mute now.
Yeah, he's got the mute button on.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't realize I was talking. I apologize.
Mr. Barrientos also at the bottom.
Yeah, and Mr. Barrientos, will you unmute as well? Can you unmute? Here, send me a chat if there's a problem. There you go. Your client's having the same problem. So I don't know if you can text him or something and ask him. Oh, wait, he's good.
He's here. He's here.
Yeah, Mr. Richardson.
Yes.
Yes, okay, great. Okay, so what's he been charged with? What's going on? Okay. This is again another motion to adjudicate. I'm trying to find it. Still not finding it. Oh, okay. All right. I guess I guess, well, somebody talk to me, Mr. Ambrose or Mr.
Yes, Your
Barrientos.
Honor.
Your Honor, go ahead.
There's a motion to adjudicate. At the last sentence, he was appointed counsel. I have tendered an offer to counsel. If this could not be resolved by this sentence, it was scheduled to be set for a bench trial. At this point, we haven't come to a resolution, Your Honor. The state would move that this gets set for a bench trial at the court's earliest convenience.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I would like to add a few comments. First of all, due to the COVID pandemic, it seems like it slowed down a lot of communications. The communications I've had with my client has been via text right now, and I'm concerned that it's important for me to actually talk to him, live person, either in live or over the telephone. But so I did receive an offer from the state, but I believe that was fairly recent, and I have not yet conveyed that to my client. And I would ask the court for one additional pretrial so I can make some progress and get it to a point where hopefully we can avoid setting this for a hearing. I like to exhaust the plea bargaining process before we go to an actual live hearing or via Zoom.
Normally, Sheila just stepped out, but
Yes.
Normally we just set to the next month, but I know we don't have a trial setting for February, so would March should be enough time to?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm okay with March. I mean,
Let me let her get back here. I think the next trial date in Grimes County isn't till March. So let me, she stepped out, but just kind of hang tight. But I think that's kind of, that'll get you where you need to be. And that's the reality anyway. Our next trial date in Grimes is not till March, right? Bench trial. March 15th. Will that work for you, Mr. Armbruster, as well?
It will, Your Honor. I would just remind the court, since the motion to adjudicate, you don't actually need a jury for this. So we could set almost any day, but March 15th is fine by the state.
Yeah, well, that's our first bench day trial date. And, so you're getting the first date, which makes you happy. And Mr. Barrientos is getting an extra month, which should make him happy. And maybe Mr. Richardson and Mr. Barrientos can work things out. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. If now that we're all here, I would indirectly like to convey to my client that it's very critical that he actually called me as opposed to just communicating via text. That's okay up to a certain point, but we need to get down to business and either work it out with the state or prepare for a hearing. So,
did you hear that, Mr. Richardson?
Yes, I need to get his number. Hold on.
Oh, okay. It should be. I sent you a text message. It's the same phone number that the text message comes from. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you my direct line, which means it won't go to my office. It'll actually come directly to me. It's my cell phone.
All right. Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen.
Okay.
Something right. Okay, what's the number?
Okay, I'm going to give you my cell number first. That is 281
281
536
536
6316.
6316.
And then I'm going to give you another number, which you can also call. That's my office here in Spring. That's 281
281
298
298
9511.
91.
It gives you the choice to add.
It's the last four digits are 9511.
9511.
Yes. Yeah, I got an offer to relate to you that the state's made. I haven't had a chance to tell you about it, but I'll let you know pretty soon.
All right, I'll give you a call as soon as I get off here.
Okay, now I'll be probably tied up for a while, so you can call me later today if you want, like around 4:30. If not, I'll actually call you. Just be on the lookout because I will definitely call you around 4:30. I think we should. If you don't hear from me, that means we're still in the hearing. So hang in there.
All right.
Your Honor, I hate to interrupt, but my guy Campion says he's sitting in the waiting room trying to get in. I don't.
Okay, yeah, I have. I'm trying to figure that out as we speak because another young lady said that she's trying to get in as well, but I don't. Their names aren't appearing on the side of the screen here, so that's probably a user error. Okay, let's see if we can do that. No, they're not. I don't see them. So what's it's Mr. Campion. Let me look for him. I don't see him either. Oh.
Well, to simplify things, Your Honor, I told him if we don't get on this time, he's going to get his butt up to the courtroom.
I have a Brittany Brown. She just came in.
No, that's the one you just appointed me to.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what's. Oh wait, here's Miss Brian.
That's
no. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, Brittany Brown's still up for some reason.
Yeah. I think you probably gave me the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're calling. All right.
Yeah.
You were trying to call probation or something, or call Mr. Cantrell.
Yeah, I just need that number again. He said 936-730-8549.
41.
41.
41.
Oh, okay. 8541.
Correct.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. All right. Well, that tells me that it's working. She came back on, so I don't know where these other people are.
Yeah, I'm going to get him up there to the courtroom.
Okay.
If you'll tell Wes, I'm sending him up right now, Your Honor.
Okay. So, did you get that, Wes?
Are we through?
Who am I speaking with? Oh, Mr. Richards. Yes, we're through. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Wes, did you get that? Mr. Champion's going to come to the courthouse.
Okay.
Okay, just be heads up for him.
I'm here.
Okay, so is there anybody else? Brent 2, there's somebody that is, my screen says Brent 2.
Maybe Mr. Cahill.
Is that Mr. Cahill? And it looks like they're unmuted.
I think he normally calls in, so it's
Oh,
probably
okay.
Mr. Cahill.
Hi, Mr. Cahill. Okay, so I don't see anybody but attorneys right now, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the jail.
And Jeanette is here.
Oh, wait. Okay, there you are. Miss Hawkins, let's get you done.
It's Steptoe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steptoe?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. And Jeanette LaShawn Steptoe, is that correct?
Write it down. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Write it down.
Mr. Armbruster, am I saying your name right?
Yes, sir, you are. I don't think I have no paper here.
No, I meant the state's attorney.
Brewster, sir. but close enough.
Brewster. I apologize if I butchered your name.
No problem.
I feel like I know you. I've been seeing you on so many Zoom hearings. I just never had to say your name. Okay, what's going on with Mrs. Steptoe?
Ms. Steptoe was going to make a payment to probation. She made a significant payment. The state intended to unsat terminator to be done with this. I defer to probation right now to find out what the status of that was.
Okay.
Judge, she made a payment of $300 on the 15th of December, which leaves her a balance of $3,526.
Okay.
Which my understanding is she was supposed to have that paid by her last court date, which she failed to appear for. And then I think she spoke with Sheila there at the court and was reset for today.
Okay. So what do you want to do, Mr. Armbruster? You want to reset her, or you want me to see if she can you afford an attorney, Ms. Hawkins?
No, sir.
Okay.
I was laid off with the pandemic, and I'm doing
Your
like
Honor,
work
the
through.
state intends to unsat terminator. That's what the state intends to do.
I didn't. You jumped on me. What'd you say?
We're going to unsat terminator probation unsatisfactory, Your Honor.
Okay. Was there any motion pending today, or is this just status to see what's going on?
It was a status, Your Honor, to see what was going on.
Okay.
I will get with probations. We'll get that paperwork to the court quickly, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Hawkins, do you have any way of getting this? I'm sorry, I keep calling by the name on the screen. Ms. Steptoe, do you have any ability to get this thing paid off? Because my understanding, according to the state, you promised them in December. Now I understand COVID's hit, but
I didn't promise them in December. I told them that the money was taken from my son's home, and I was waiting for them to get back with me to give me all the money back.
Okay, well, let's do this.
A thing was set on October the 13th, but nobody's got back with me. So I got in contact with his lawyer for him to see what was going on, because he's doing the process, because I had all the money. It just was at my son's house, and the police took it whenever they took his money with it. So
Well,
I
let's do
filed
this.
for it to
Hold
get it
on.
back.
Ms. Steptoe, let's hold on. We'll go ahead and appoint you an attorney. Did you say you were negatively terminated?
Yes, we're gonna negatively terminate her, Your Honor. I don't think there's a point.
Okay.
in signing
I'm
a
sorry, I
termination.
misunderstood what you were saying.
No problem, Your
I'm deaf in this left ear, and I just literally turned my volume up, but
I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Okay, so what do you want to do? You're just going to handle it then with probation?
Yes, Your Honor. We'll get a motion to the court today or tomorrow, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, you should be happy, Ms. Steptoe. Okay. Do you understand? They're
No, I don't.
Okay. They're going to negatively terminate you, which means you're not going to owe the money, and they're going to let you go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's pretty good. So
That's a blessing.
pretty nice gesture there. Okay. Well, then if we're good, you have try not to come back to my court, Miss Steptoe. Okay.
I promise.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. All right.
I
Thank you so much.
promise.
All right. I'm going to remove you. Okay. All right. So anybody else? I think. Oh, yeah, no, that's it. What's this up here though? Do you have any idea what that is? I have someone that on the screen, last digits 239. First digits 1936, 4 stars and 239. They need to unmute. You're muted.
I think that's Brent Cahill's phone number.
Oh, it is? Well, who's on?
Is it?
I have a Brent too. I thought that was him. Well, here it is. Judge, I'm Brent K. I'm on the screen on Brent 2 in the video and on the phone. Oh, okay. Jen's got it down. See, she knows the procedure. All right, Mr. Appreciate what you're doing. Okay, so I guess we just go ahead and start the jail. Looks like I lost the jail. Are they not here?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay, there you are. Okay. All right. Well, let's. Is anybody in particular order you want to bring them in, or you want me to?
Yeah, Elon's.
Okay. Wait. Okay. My understanding, Mr. Barrientos, you're here on this one. Is that
What
correct?
is that name again, Your Honor?
Larry Elams.
Yes, Your Honor. I am on him. We have the state's made an offer, and we are going to make a counter offer to the state. However, I should be able to get it to the state later today, no later than tomorrow.
In light of that, Your Honor, the state would move the dispute set for a bench trial as well. If we can't resolve it, then we can move forward on the bench trial.
Are we set for status right now?
We're set for status right now, yes.
With all due respect to the assistant district attorney, I think we're jumping pretty fast into the future. I think we should go pre-trial, and if we don't wrap it up then I think you're 100% correct. We should go to a trial setting.
We can have the trial in February, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and do it. You said you already had an agreement kind of ready, or proposal.
Well,
ready.
we're going to make a counter offer to the state. The state's tendered an offer, and we're going to counter it. I just haven't had a chance to get the counter to the state yet.
Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and set it for bench trial on the night. We'll set pre-trial in February, and then what's the day on pre-trial? February 9th, and then we'll know February where we're looking. We'll go ahead and set it for bench trial on March 15th. Okay.
Okay. All right, Judge. No
And
problem.
I know you have 2 bench trials set for that day, so.
Judge, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. These are not difficult trials. I don't expect this case is going to go to a hearing anyway. It's just a matter of talking to the state,
There you go. And we're just trying to really, I mean, I think you understand.
Actually, I did make a phone call to David. He just didn't get back to me. That was
always them dang prosecutors, right?
I think it'll take one phone call to get this case resolved, but
There you go. Okay, well, y'all can work on that.
Okay.
Next, that's Mr. How do you say it? Mr. Elams? Oh, he's gone. Okay, we're good. Next person at the jail? Gage. Yeah, that's you again, Ms. Barrientos. You got a lot
Yes.
going on. I guess
Yes,
we'll
Your
say
Honor.
we're. No, I'm just
No, Judge, this is actually a fairly serious case, and we're set for status. The state has made an initial offer, and I have not yet coordinated with Zoom with the Joe folks, so I can talk to him about the state's offer.
The state is unopposed to reset on this matter. This is a serious issue, and I do know I tendered an offer. We have been discussing it, and I do understand that Ms. Barrientos is going to speak to his client.
All right. What were y'all thinking time-wise?
I would say 1 month for the next setting, Judge.
Yeah. And then we'll, do a status and we'll put on the, I would think just do a status in the next setting, and then at that point, if we need to, put on a schedule in order.
Okay, we'll do, you want to do status March 9th? That's right. March 9th for a status work for you guys?
That's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then we'll just go from there. Okay. All right. And let's see. I lost the jail. Oh, there it is. It's over here. This thing moves around on me. Yeah, that's all we have. That was Mr. Gage, right?
Yes, sir.
That's all we have, Mr. Gage. Thank you.
Gomez.
Who's next?
Gomez.
Mr. Gomez.
Mr.
Mr. Barrientos again.
Yes, Your Honor. I've collected a couple of cases and
Yeah.
during the COVID period, I have a treasure trove of cases right now.
No, that's
But I am trying to reduce the level. In reference to Mr. Gomez, we've had some early discussions when we first got the case. He's also scheduled with me via Zoom. I have to coordinate with Carolyn, with the jail folks, and if everything goes according to plan and they can accommodate me this coming Friday, I will be talking to Mr. Gomez along with all the other folks that I have at the jailhouse, so I can relay the current offer on him.
Okay. What, Mr. Armbruster, what's going on in your mind?
We have tendered an offer, Your Honor. This is another one that's rather serious. The state is unopposed to a reset on this matter.
Okay, you want to do the same time period, guys, or y'all want to do something else on it?
I think same time period.
Yes.
It work? Okay. We'll do, y'all have those dates?
Yes, sir. The 9th.
Status, yeah, okay. All right, that's it for Mr. Gomez. Thank you, sir.
Hernandez.
Mr. Hernandez, or yeah, Jose Hector, correct?
Yes, sir.
Again, Mr. Barrientos.
Yes, Judge, I'm on, it's in reference to Mr. Jose Hernandez. I need to double check with the state if they've made me an offer or not on him. I know that I had several offers come in recently, but if I do not have an offer from the state, then I will make the initial offer to the state once I talk to my client this coming Friday.
The state had sent an offer, Your Honor. Ms. Barrientos, go ahead and take a look at that last email I sent.
Okay, all right, then I'll review it and I'll let my client know what the current offer is. This coming Friday, again, subject to the jailhouse accommodated me via Zoom.
So what do you guys want to do? Oh, you want to be another status or?
I'm okay with another status.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, March 9th again?
March 9th.
Yeah, okay. And who's this? Who's this?
Love.
Love. Okay. Cedric Dwayne?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Cahill.
Yes, Judge, I think we have the mute issue fixed. I was killed from your end, so I dialed back in, and when you let me back in, it fixed it.
I'm trying to figure this thing out. It's different being on that side of the screen, I've learned. But I'm getting there. We'll get there. I got great help here. Okay, so
welcome aboard.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So what's going on with Mr. Love?
Judge, we have excuse me, the setting for today. I think Mr. Love wants to address the court and see about having another attorney. I don't think he is very pleased. He's informed me that he has filed a grievance, so I believe it would be best if he was provided with another counsel.
Okay. All right. Before I get to you, Mr. Love, does the state have any recommendations on this case at this point, or?
We've tendered an offer, Your Honor. Obviously, the state is unfamiliar with the work relationship between the defendant and Mr. Cahill. The state will say the state has worked in the past with Mr. Cahill, who is tenacious and won't give an inch. So I'll just say that, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Love, you're not happy with Mr. Cahill, is that correct?
No, sir. We just can't seem to see eye to eye on this case. He does correspond with me via mail pretty frequently, but it's like our wording is just he's playing on one field, I'm playing on the other. I feel like.
Okay, so y'all just don't see eye to eye because I've heard I do not know Mr. Cahill, but I've talked to Mr. Judge McKeag about all the attorneys that are on this list, and I've heard really, really good stories about Mr. Cahill.
Yes, sir. I haven't expected in the past, and we haven't had no qualms in the past, but on this one, we just can't seem to see eye to eye.
All right. Go ahead. So this
Yes, Judge, just with Mr. Love saying that he has filed a grievance or intends to, and I haven't seen anything or received anything from the bar, but I believe it would be in all the parties' best interest and to the state. I did speak with Andrea earlier last week, and so you know, it's I don't want to say that the ADA is out of the loop. I did correspond with him. He and I corresponded over some emails at the end of last week also. But I believe this case would be one that it mandates that essentially that
sure
I be released and he be appointed to counsel.
I just want Mr. Love to understand, you know, this isn't going to be something that's just where you can kick the can down the road.
No, sir. I'm not trying to kick the can down the road. Like I say, Mr. Scale had dealings in the past, and we've been okay. But just seems on this case here, we just can't seem to see eye to eye.
Okay, hold on just a second. I want to talk to my staff here.
What is?
Okay, Mr. Cantrell, can you unmute, please? Can you unmute? You're muted. Can you unmute?
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're loving me doing this to you first day out, but I need you to take on this case if you're up for that.
What is it, Your Honor? What kind of case?
Enlighten me, Mr. Cahill. Enlighten me and Mr. Cantrell.
Yes, there's on Mr. Love, it's going to be cause number 18697. Count 1 is filed as a manufacturer delivery. Count 2 is an evading, and count 3 is a tampering.
I would also point out that they've all been enhanced, Your Honor. The possession of controlled substance or possession and manufacturing of controlled substance is a first-degree felony. The evading is a second degree, and the tampering is a second degree.
That is correct.
Okay. Are we good, Mr. Cantrell?
Well,
yeah. Well, nobody wants to take on a case where the other attorney's already been, you know, evidently taken up on the bar. So, but I will say this. I know that he'll be in good hands with you. And it's Mr. Love, right? Mr. Love.
Yes, sir. I filed agreements with CAAP. I haven't filed agreements with the bar yet.
Okay. So let me make sure this is real clear to Mr. Love. Okay. I don't get over to the jail much and hold your hand, especially in COVID. All right. We're trying to set up more Zoom conferences so I can visit with you. I've also got to get the discovery from Brent, okay, who I regard as one of the best attorneys I know. I mean, he broke me in this criminal law stuff. Okay. So you understand that I'm not going to be over there a whole lot with COVID going on, but I am going to try to Zoom you. I am going to review your file, and then I'll sit down and really have a heart to heart with you, hopefully via Zoom, and we'll figure out where this case is going. Is that fair enough, partner?
Yes, sir. I haven't seen Mr. Cahill since July, so I'm not looking for nobody to hold my case.
That's common.
Case.
Yeah. Let me give you an example, Mr. Love.
Hold on, Mr. Love.
Let me give you an example. I was out 6 weeks, you know, in the fall from surgeries and COVID quarantines. Okay. That's a real common problem that we're having right now. So I'll be over there, you know, I'll get in touch with you somehow. We'll try to do the Zoom. And then, you know, I'm going to take a little time to look through your file, and then we'll get rolling. I'll get a hold of the DA's office. Thank you.
Okay. I really need you to, Mr. Love, to work with Mr. Cantrell, okay? We're going to have some issues if we're back, okay? Understand?
I already signed with CP. I'm on probation, and Brian, I'm just waiting to get. I'm ready to ball rolling so I can get back to my little girl. I don't have time for all this either.
I hear you.
I'm not the one holding it up.
And I understand I understand you're impatient. I've dealt with it right before I came on the bench. You know, I had cases and clients too, and it's just not a good thing what's going on in the world right now. It just isn't.
That's what I'm trying to relate to the people that I'm dealing with.
Right. I appreciate your patience. I do, but we need to work with. I had a long conversation with the prior judge about all the people on the list and different other aspects of this job before I took it on. And so, and I've checked around. And so if I thought there was an issue with any of these guys, then they wouldn't be on this list. Okay. So, but with that said, I understand sometimes people butt heads and they just don't get along. I get it. But you know, this is your second bite at the apple. So we need to make sure that this gets done. And I know Mr. Cantrell is going to be there for you. And so we need to try to get this thing done. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you again, Mr. Cantrell. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brian, before you hit your mute button, I'll get the file and pull everything for you. I'll get with your office about getting it to you. And then just in response to Mr. Love's comment about not personally meeting, we have communicated
I know
probably mostly weekly via mail. So
Before this
I
matter,
stated that also.
Okay.
Before this matter is closed, is this reset for a status on the?
I'm just getting ready to give the date, March 9th status.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Roger that, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of a not a pleasant first day on that. Okay. Who's next in the jail?
Manville?
Mr. Percy Ralph Minville?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Fine, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sufal.
Yes, Judge.
What's going on?
So we had originally gotten an offer, conveyed that to Mr. Minville via mail. He had sent me back a counter. Me and David spoke, I want to say either the end of last week or maybe the email was yesterday. And the DA's office just requesting an additional counter offer. So I've just got to get a letter out to Mr. Minville to figure out if he's willing to shoot over another counter, if he wants me to just ask them to be to shoot over this other counter, or if he'd like to just proceed forward on a scheduling order. Today, I just asked for either a status or a scheduling order, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Ambrister.
That is correct, Your Honor. We've tendered an offer. He countered. We've rejected his counter. He's looking at a second counter. I do think we should put this on a status, Your Honor, or a scheduling order, Your Honor.
Okay. You want to do that? Yeah, let's, I'm thinking about going with status on this one because right now I just sent out the new COVID-19, they keep moving us back, kicking the can. They're waiting for the vaccine. So at this point, why don't we just put it on another status? See if you guys.
No problem. No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll do that. It's, I guess, for March 9th, guys.
That'll work. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Minville.
Yes, sir.
Got George? Got George?
Okay, Mr. Barrientos.
Yes, Your Honor. In the matter of Mr. Dorch, he's also one of my clients that I will, again, subject to the jailhouse allowing me to visit this coming Friday via Zoom. I'm adding him on. So I anticipate that we'll be making a offer to the state after I talk to him this coming Friday. And this is a case where we have in the past been a little bit far apart, but I'll be visiting with my client to see what happens, and hopefully we can get closer to resolving the case. But I'll have to wait till Friday to see what my client's got to say.
And Judge, if I may, just from the standpoint of the state, Mr. Barrientos and I have talked about this case probably about a week or so ago. He did make me a counteroffer, and the state has rejected that counteroffer. I told him I'm willing to entertain a different counteroffer and go from there. But at this point, with him sitting in jail and where we're at with the case, I know with a jury trial pending for COVID, we can either do a status or we can just put it on a scheduling order, and then Mr. Barrientos and I can talk, even if we put it on a scheduling order and try to resolve it.
Judge, if I may just add a little clarification, that counteroffer that I made was not an official one. It was based on third parties that were contacted me. So if I will make an official offer after Friday.
Okay, let's go with status on March 9th again.
Okay,
So we
thank
can
you,
get a
Judge.
better handle on this COVID thing.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dorch.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Shropshire.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What is it?
Shropshire.
Sharpshire. Okay, got it. Yeah, Mr. D'Angelo Dre Sharpshire, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Yates, are you still here? I don't see him on my screen. Yeah, Mr. Yates is gone. Okay, I guess he didn't realize we still had stuff going. You think you can call him real quick? Okay, we're going to try to reach Mr. Yates, Mr. Dorchire. And your attorney was on, so I don't know, there's some confusion, and he's no longer on, so we're going to try to locate him. I'm at the jail. I know this is, you got to move him out because you got a COVID person coming in or something?
Yes, sir. We have one more and then a COVID person.
Okay, well, bring me the other person, and maybe we'll have Mr. Yates on the phone. If you'll have Mr. Sharpshire sit in the back again.
Okay.
I don't know. Charles already used it. The sergeant's in jail too. Is he COVID? I guess he's not.
No.
No.
Okay.
Your Honor, just an update, if I may, on Jonathan. He is almost to the courthouse from what we understand.
Oh,
I was
great.
just going to ask Wes to get a lookout on him and saddle him up, keep him there until we get this done.
Okay. Well, as soon as he gets here, we'll go. Wes, did you
No,
hear all that?
I'm not in a hurry to do it, Your Honor. I just want to make sure Wes is looking for this guy because I don't.
Considering
I
what I've done to you today,
Yeah.
I'll try to accommodate you today.
Appreciate you, partner.
You bet.
All right. Thanks, Wes.
Wes, he's on your way. He's on the way. So, you hear me?
All right.
Yeah, Mr.
I apologize, Judge. I was dealing with the guy here where Sheila was sending me a message for him.
She's sending you the message. Mr. Compion is on his way. Should be there anytime. So,
are you Jonathan Compion? He's here now, Judge.
Roger that.
You
How
want
about that?
Well, let me handle this other matter real quick.
Not a problem, Your Honor. Not in a hurry.
We'll take care. Okay.
I just want Wes with eyes on.
That'll work. Great. Okay. Give
Thanks,
us
sir.
one more, Wes, then we'll get him on. In the jail, who's there?
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Oh, okay. Well, oh, he is? Okay. Okay. Give me just a minute. Mr. Yates is this gentleman's attorney as well. And the plea's going to take a little bit longer than these. So, and he's supposed to be logging back on. That's what's going on. Well. All right. That's a good sign. Gotcha. Gotcha. Where is he? There he is. He's coming up. Mr. Yates.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got 2 in the jail, and then Sheila just told me that there's another gentleman we need to talk about. But real quick, the first one that's there is Mr. Sargent.
Yes, sir. Judge, that's a very complicated case, and we've talked about time and trying to reach a conclusion on that case, but it's going to take a lot of time. I think there's like 15 CDs on that case, and it's a very complicated case.
Okay, Mr. Armbruster?
I concur with that assessment, Your Honor.
The status then?
I think so, yes, sir.
March 9th. March 9th, Mr. Yates. Do y'all want to go further out on that one?
Thank you, Judge.
Well, hold on.
That'd be fine with me. We got a lot of talking to do.
Okay, Mr. Armbruster, you want to go further out on that?
If the court desires, that's fine with the state. State's not going to oppose that, Your Honor.
Yeah, we'll do April 12th. We've been loading up March 9th. So let's do April 12th.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and the next one
Shropshire.
is Mr. Sharpshire.
Judge, I just talked to him in the jail. He doesn't want to take anything. So that's probably going to be set for some trial later on.
If that's the case, then we probably need to just give him a status as well.
We can set up for pre-trial. We just won't be able to get a trial.
Okay. We can set it for pre-trial if Mr. Armbruster, that's what you prefer to do, and then just wait and see when we can get a trial date. What's
We
your?
could do that, Your Honor.
Okay. When do you do that pre-trial? Let's do April pre-trial. What day?
April 12th.
April 12th, and we'll try to get back in May if we can. I don't know if we'll be that fortunate, but yeah, maybe that'll.
Judge, one of the complaining witnesses in that case is his brother, and the other one's an old girlfriend. In fact, 30 minutes ago, she just called me, and I told her I didn't want to talk to her.
Right.
That she needed to write a letter to the DA. So that's kind of the situation there.
Okay. Does that mean you want to go faster or
slower?
Excuse me, Your Honor, if I may have a word with you. There was supposed to be some non-prosecution affidavits presented, but in the situation, neither one of the parties said they even pressed any charges or whatever. It was a misunderstanding that.
Yeah, Mr. Sharpshire, let's do this. I mean, the reality is you have an attorney, and we need to just kind of, this is more of a docket type day, so we're not entertaining any type of testimony or issues. But so I mean, there's not much that can go on right now with COVID, so that's just the reality of it. So unless y'all work something out, we're going to try to get you in a trial date as fast as the COVID thing's lifted, so we can get you on your way. Okay.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead. We'll do the February.
April 12th.
I'm sorry, April 12th pre-trial, and we'll find out about the trial at that point. My gut is it's going to be probably June, July if we're lucky. But and then we have a lot of other things going on that might take priority anyway. So that's but we're going to go ahead and set it for pre-trial on that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Judge. Is that 9 or 1:30, sir?
That'd be at 1:30.
It'll be 1:30. And then I have one
Thank you,
more.
sir.
I have one more.
Yes, sir, one more.
Mr. Chavez, Edward Chavez.
Okay. Wait a
Yeah.
second.
Can I actually?
Fletcher.
Yes, we have Fletcher at the jail.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean one more overall. I meant one more for Mr. Yates. I'm sorry. Mr. Edward Chavez.
Yes, sir. Judge, he's on bond, and I've called numerous times, and I have gotten haven't gotten no answer. He doesn't answer the phone as far as the recording. Somebody else does, but I've called him today, and I've also called him about a week ago, but I can't get him to answer me back.
Okay. Well, I have on my desk a state's first opinion motion to adjudicate. Yeah, what's the state? Who's handling this, Mr. Armbruster?
Yes, Your Honor. The state has a motion on this matter. The state would move that the defendant's bond be forfeited, that case was issued, and the defendant be held without bond until he appears before this court.
Okay. I just got it, had a chance to review it, but I'm leaning that way, Mr. Yates. It looks like I'm going to bring him in. If you can't talk to him, I might as well get him down here. So, well,
Yes, sir. I don't,
With him since July as well. I failed to be able to get in touch with Mr. Chavez either.
well, then we'll get him the old.
that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, not a problem. All right, I'll be looking at that paperwork after the hearing, and then it'll be going toward I'll get it filed. Okay, so that's it with Mr. Yates, I think.
Well, actually, Your Honor, I'd like to point out, Mr. Chavez was set for a bench trial on the 22nd. Obviously, with his failure to appear, his failure to have contact with his attorney, I don't think it'd be prudent to have that continue on the schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll do this. Do you just leave it on there at this point?
Well, Armbruster has asked for a capias to be issued
No,
for his failure to appear. So
yeah.
once he's arrested, then
We'll deal with the bench trial issue.
we'll get him set at that.
Okay, we'll just set it when the cape is issued. Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll do that. Okay, thanks,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Yates.
That'd be fine.
Appreciate it. All right, and then I guess we
Thank
are
you,
now
Judge.
ready. You bet. You bet.
We should have, yeah, the Fletcher, and we should have one, is there one?
Oh, is there?
I think it's Justin Doe, and that is Mr. Campbell's client.
Okay, Mr. Cahill, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sheila, tell me there's a Mr. Doty?
Yes.
Okay, is he supposedly he's on? I don't see him up here.
He sent an email, said he was trying to get in, but
I don't see him up here.
So maybe if he could reach out to him and ask him to
Can
try
you
again.
can you ask Mr. Doty to try again?
Yes,
what's-
Judge. I'll excuse me. I'll put a call in. I'll click off your screen in just a moment and put a call in. I did speak with him this morning, and I know he was having some difficulties with his computer access.
Okay.
I think Miss Mundy sent him out and me out the Zoom meeting contact to that one, but he was having a problem getting that set up for the Zoom. I asked him to keep trying. I haven't heard back anything. So I will call him, and then I will get back on the screen with you and report back.
Real quick at the jail, who's there right now?
Fletcher?
Is this the gentleman with the COVID issue?
Oh, well, he's on quarantine.
This gentleman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Real quick, we'll get him going. I guess what's the state? What's going on with this, Mr. Umbridge?
Mr. Fletcher.
Looks like an assault charge.
I'm checking right now, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
No problem. Motion to revoke.
Yes, Your Honor. It's a motion to revoke on a assault family violence with prior conviction. This was enhanced to a second degree, Your Honor. He does not have an attorney at this time.
Do you you want Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher,
You don't have the add-on?
do you want to hire? I mean, you probably can't. You need an attorney. Is that correct?
Sir?
You're going to need an attorney probably. Because do you have the means to have someone hire an attorney for you, or do you need one appointed for you?
I'm gonna try to get me one.
Okay, you want to try and get yourself one? Okay, well, do you have it? Are you currently employed?
No,
I mean, you're jail. I mean, what now?
I work at.
Let me ask you this: do you have the resources right now to afford an attorney, even though you're in jail?
No, sir.
Okay. Were you employed prior to being incarcerated?
Sir?
Were you employed prior to being in jail?
I was working before I got locked up.
Okay, and that job out there when you get out?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, how long has he been in jail? How long have you been in jail?
6 days.
6 days. Okay.
Your Honor, this is actually not a motion to revoke. This is actually an arraignment hearing today, Your Honor.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize for that.
No, that's okay. That's what we had on our list. All right. So, you do you have savings or anything to actually hire an attorney or not?
I don't have savings right now.
Okay. Well, I think it'd probably be better since you have no savings and you have no way of making money at this point that we appoint an attorney for you. Don't you think?
Well, it can because I'm supposed to get out Friday.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
You see, We can reset you. I mean, you're gonna stay there until, you post bond or whatever, but then you can get you another attorney. We can reset you to get an attorney. Okay. Yeah. You think I'll give you until February 9th to get an attorney, okay? Is that gonna be enough time? Yes.
May we inquire as why the defendant believes that he's going to get out of jail on Friday?
I'm sorry, I just assumed he knew. Why do you think what's the
My
bond?
girlfriend said that she had a bail bond. I talked to her a while ago. She said she's gonna try to get me out Friday. I don't know.
Okay, what's the bond set at?
$50,000.
60?
50.
50,000. Okay. And so you said your girlfriend?
Yes.
She have that kind of money?
She said she's gonna get me out Friday. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Because if you're not getting out Friday and I appoint you an attorney, they can start working on your case a little bit quicker because you're going to be sitting in there for a month if you don't get out.
Well, I would point out the defendant believes he's getting out, Your Honor, and he's making a $50,000 bond. It shows some resources that are available to him.
No, I agree with that, but he's saying it's his girlfriend, not him. I already asked him if he had savings and stuff. So. Okay, well, we'll reset it and we'll give you an opportunity to hire your own attorney.
You can go and give me one, and if I don't get out, I still have that one.
Okay, and you have no assets that you can sell at this point? You have nothing? Okay, and the money is your girlfriend's or is it?
It's hers. I had about 900 saved. I had to use mine to get out.
Okay, so 900 is not going to get you there. Does she have the balance?
She has the rest of it.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then you're telling me you basically can afford to hire an attorney possibly. Do you have any other resources besides that, or is that it?
Nothing but my job.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll go ahead and appoint you an attorney because what you're telling me is you're limited in savings, and after you bond out, you're not going to have the money for an attorney. So, how about Mr. Sufal?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. How do you want to get in touch with him, Mr. Sufal? How do you want to handle it?
Mr. Fletcher, do you have anybody on the outside with a phone number I can contact?
936-306-5953. That's my girlfriend, Sabrina.
That was 5953?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be in contact with her, and then you'll probably be getting a piece of paper that's got my office contact information. Once I've got the case and I've reviewed it, I'll write you a letter, just be reaching out in contact. I'll follow up with her on this bond situation and see where we're at, okay?
Okay.
And Judge, for the purposes of today, we waive formal arraignment and are plead not guilty.
That'll work. Okay. We'll set you to March 9th. March 9th is going to be busy. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Sufal?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right, sir. You're ready to go. Good to go. Okay.
Okay, you through with this?
Yeah. And that's it for the jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Cantrell, I appreciate your patience on that. Let's hey Wes, let's get Mr. Compion in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Compion, Jonathan Garrett Compion, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Robin, you ready to go? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. This is cause number 18499, State of Texas versus Jonathan Garrett Compion. Mr. Compion, you're here today because there was an original charge of.
Judge, to help you out, it was an unlawful use of a motor vehicle. It was a motion to adjudicate, and it was punished as a Class A misdemeanor under 1244A.
Thank you. Okay, is that your understanding, Mr. Compion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I see that. Have you seen this document, waiver rights and plea of true to state's motion to adjudicate? Do you recognize that document?
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize your signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and okay, Mr. I forgot who the attorney was. Mr. Cantrell. Now he's gone. Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
Mr. Cantrell, I'm sorry, my screen you moved around. Are you, do you feel that Mr.
He's competent. Yes, sir.
Okay,
He's
thank you,
competent.
thank you. All right, and from the standpoint of the state and the defense, so far as you guys know or believe, have the discovery compliance, I guess no discovery on this, we're talking about a case. All right.
All discovery has been sent from the state, Your Honor.
And we've received it and reviewed it, Your Honor.
Okay, and you don't plead guilty on this, Mr. Compian, you plead true or false, and you've already, I showed you your signature, but you're pleading true to this. Is that correct?
Sir.
All right. And does the state have anything to offer?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states one in this case.
Okay.
No objection.
All right, good deal. Okay. You've had an opportunity to read the judgment.
I provided it to him, Your Honor. He's read it.
Okay. And you understand that
for purposes of the record, the agreement is 139 days in the Grimes County Jail. He is given credit for 139 days already served.
okay. And you understand that this plea bargain case and that you have no right to appeal on this matter, right, Mr. Compian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that plea of true, I sent it to you too. I'm still getting used to you guys' paperwork. We're looking at, I don't see it on here. Oh yeah, there it is. 139 days, as she said, incarceration in the Grimes County Jail, credit for 139 days. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well then, all right, then I'll make a finding that you pled true, and I'll accept that finding, and they're gonna be remanded to the custody of the sheriff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you guys. Thanks, Mr. Cantrell. Appreciate
Absolutely, sir.
Mr. Compian, you're ready to go. They're going to take you into custody here, okay?
Your Honor, actually, he's time.
Sir. Oh, sorry. Yeah, didn't see that. Okay, we're good then. And I guess we're waiting on Mr. Cahill. Is he back? Hold on, let me lean back in. Okay. He's Mr. Cahill.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you find out anything about your guy?
Yes, he's trying to get back on, Judge. He's going to a spot where he can get some better reception. He said he was in the waiting room, and then it dropped him off. And he said it'd be a few minutes, but he was going to move to a location that would have better reception for him.
Okay. All right. I guess that's everybody.
Judge, real quick, I'm sorry. So Mr. Compion's asking, so he's free to go, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
He's free to go. And Judge, if I don't have anybody else here in the courtroom,
you're free to go as well.
I'm gonna shut it down here, and if I'm excused, I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Wes.
Take care, Wes.
See y'all later,
Hey,
guys.
Wes, will you do me one favor and take that laptop down to the judge's office?
Yes, ma'am. I've got it covered. Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody.
All right. Here's this. Okay. That's it, right? I guess, Mr. Barrientos, since everybody else is gone, you're excused unless you just want to hang around.
Judge, I would probably go ahead and excuse myself. I just remembered something that I don't believe it'll be a problem for the future settings that we have, but I'll be launching Operation Vaccine tomorrow, which means I'm taking the vaccine tomorrow, the COVID vaccine.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, well, it's the second. I'm actually worried about the second one because I don't, that's I'm basically going to have to take a second one, and what day they give me, I'm not sure. It's kind of one of those unknowns. So
Gotcha.
I may call in that I'll be unavailable, and hopefully the court will excuse me. Okay. All right.
I don't know if y'all are aware that y'all just, the treasurer and now her replacement, the treasurer's son, just passed away of COVID.
Well, it's around people.
I met him twice. I only met him twice, but
I know people that have died of COVID already. You know, people that I've known for a long time. They just, all kinds of problems occur with COVID.
Yeah.
Well, this individual was actually released from the hospital and went home and died the next day. It's just like.
Well, we're kind of battening down the hatches a little bit more because I think everywhere it's just ramping up a little bit. So.
Well, according to the news, it's actually much worse than it right now than it was a couple of months ago, back when it first started.
Well, I mean, a couple months ago, I didn't know that many, but.
Well, right now I think it's like double or triple the amount of people that are actually dying. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, we're trying to take some more precautions, and I haven't had a chance to meet a lot of the other. I haven't been to Grimes County in a while, but I mean, they need to take precautions as well. So,
well, Judge, with that note,
it'll work. So.
Well, me too, because I definitely need a little bit of protection because I do get out and about. So hopefully, you got to take 2 shots. So
yeah, that's what I hear. But I hear the 2 shots is better than the 1 shot. Better.
Oh yes, you got to have the second one to have the 95% protection.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes, it is.
But all right,
Judge.
Yeah, good luck with it, and stay safe
Judge.
before then. So okay.
All right,
Thanks.
I'll be. Thank you, Judge. With your permission, I will excuse myself.
You have my permission.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Did he want to have Mr. Doty try calling?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Cahill, do you want to have Mr. Doty just call in?
Well, Judge, he was moving to a spot where he could get the reception to make the Zoom stuff work.
Okay.
I presume he had the number, and when I talked to him this morning, I did not. So I'll take the sword for that. I did not tell him just to try to call in on the phone line. I felt like the court would probably want to have a live human being appear in the box.
Yeah, video's best, but we'll take what we can get sometimes. Oh yeah, Mr. Sufal, are you still there?
I am, Judge.
Yeah, and Mr. Maltzberger, if you guys want to go, there's nothing else. We're just waiting around for that one gentleman.
That works. Thank you, Judge.
Very well, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging on. Yeah, I guess, Jen, you don't need to be here anymore, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, she's good. She's happy. All right. You're good too. All right. I guess we kind of need everybody else.
Judge, can I ask on some cases that I have still with probation? They're all Kaylee's cases, so maybe I'm assuming they've been reset and I was not made aware of them. There are 3 probation cases.
Yes, those have been reset. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, they've all been reset according to Sheila.
Did Sheila have a date, or will she send me scheduling orders, Sheila?
Well, since we have time.
She's giving you some dates.
Okay. I have Mr. Areola, Guzman, and Hamilton.
Areola is set. Let me see. Okay, Kim, Mr. Areola is set for March 9th for a plea.
Okay.
You have Mr. Booker.
Yes.
He is set on 3/9 for a status that was pulled off of the bench trial.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. 3/9.
I believe they're working on trying to get something worked out with that.
Okay.
Guzman has been reset to actually February 9th on him.
Okay.
Dante Hamilton has a pretrial of 2/9 with a bench trial on 3/15.
Okay, I think that was it. So does that take care of everything we had for the bench trials on the 22nd? I don't know that we had anybody. Booker and Mr. Chavez being a failure to appear. Will that take care of everybody on that date then?
It should. I'll have to double check my calendar when I get back to my desk.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not seeing.
Can you tell me, Mr. Morris, do we have a reset date for him?
Lamont?
Yes.
I do, but I'm not at my desk at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, okay, 3/9.
Yeah, we got it. 3/9.
Okay.
Brent, can you hear me, Brent?
Yes, Kim.
Did you let Mr. Doty made aware that he had that warrant for his arrest? Is
Yes.
he aware of it? Okay.
That's why it's not so low.
Judge, is your waiting room up? Does it tell you when somebody pops in there on your screen?
Nothing's up now. Nothing up
Okay.
yet. I'm watching it. Yeah. Hey, Robin, I don't think I need you anymore. It's just, this isn't anything that needs to be on the record.
Okay.
Boy, it's much easier with just 4. Trying to find out all this. Oh, hey, he's here. I can get my mouth to work now. All right. I just admitted him. Just give him a minute. Okay. There he is. Audio's not yet on. Hold on. Mr. Doty. Can you hear me? Mr. Doty. I can see you. Can you hear me? No? Okay. Are you there? Can you hear me? Yeah, I know. I don't know. You're not muted.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
There you go. Okay, good, Mr. Doty. All right. Now that we got you on, Mr. Cahill, tell me what's going on.
Yes, sir, Judge. We're set for a status, I believe, today. There's a few issues that are pending. I say use the word spoken, but actually it's been some emails with David on this one recently. If we have a little more time on this, we're going to have to resolve an issue in Brazos County. That may assist us in the resolution of this case. Not to speak for David, but I'll speak for him anyway, and he can correct me. I think he would like to see this going ahead and just set for a bench trial. We would ask that it have a little more time in this to see if it's not resolved when we can figure out what's going on exactly in Brazos County.
How you doing?
He's correct, Your Honor. His assessment was correct.
Okay. So you want to set it for, you want the bench trial in March or April? Do you care, Mr. Armbruster?
I prefer March, Your Honor. Mr.
How do you feel, Mr. Cahill?
Judge, I'm looking, we have an April 6th and an April 12th that it looks like we're using for the 6th is the 12th. An April 12th for the 506, and I'm showing 19th in March. Is that what you're looking at? I know you've been using a March 9 and March 15 now.
Yeah, we have
March 15th for bench trial in March, and then April 12th.
We have March 15th and April 12th. If you need a little bit more time, Mr. Cahill, I don't mind giving you April 12th if you prefer that.
Well, if we use the April 12th, I've already got some people set on that day. That would probably be a better day. I don't have anyone on the 15th at this time.
That might give you a little bit more time to get things resolved in the other county, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do April 12th, guys. We can do a pretrial on March 9th. Are you going to be here on the 9th?
Yes, I'll show some folks on the 9th.
Okay, we'll set up a pretrial and on the 9th, and we'll do the trial and bench trial April 12th.
Okay, pretrial March 9, bench trial April 12th.
Everybody good?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It'll hopefully go smoother next time. I got to get used to this paperwork.
Oh, no problem, Your Honor. Zoom is Zoom's a pain in the butt anyway, Your Honor.
Yeah. Like I said, one of these days I actually feel like a judge. All right, guys, y'all be safe because y'all are in the county that's evidently a lot tougher here than here in Waller County. All right, Mr. Doty, you can get off, and everybody else, I'm good unless y'all need something else.
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor. I do have to get with a couple of defense counsels, but nothing further from the state right now.
Okay, that'll work. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Judge, I have one question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
On Mr. Chavez, on the bond forfeiture, are you doing those as no bonds?
Yeah.
That's what I wrote down, Your Honor.
Yeah. Failure to appear. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get that done. In fact, I'm gonna work on that next. Okay.
I can get started on my part then.
That'll work.